I'm Jenny Vincelovitis, CITT Certified Logistics Professional and Director of Transportation Operations for the Hudson's Bay Company. HBC stores include the Bay, Home Outfitters, and in the U.S., Saks and Lord & Taylor. Today I'll give you some insight as to why HBC or any other company may use a private fleet or private carriage versus a common carrier or a for-hire solution. The 5 main reasons that I'll discuss today about using a private fleet are specialty equipment, unique store delivery requirements, density of stores and vendors, managing volume spikes and capacity, and lastly is the advertising opportunity. There are many other reasons why a shipper may choose to use a private fleet, but I'll discuss these with you. Specialty equipment. So for many retailers and companies, the current for-hire fleet of 53-foot trailers is not able to deliver to my stores. Many of the Bay stores were established in the late 1700s and early 1800s, where delivery was probably made with a horse and buggy, a push cart, or maybe even a canoe. So therefore I need to have, in many locations, a single axle day cab tractor, and that is hooked up to a 24, a 26, or a 28-foot pup. I also have trailers that have 8 or 10 inches chopped off the tops of them in order to fit down into a mall tunnel or into some unique overhang or some other constraint at the back door of the store. There are some goods that we deliver hanging, and these trailers are loaded directly from the DC with hanging fashion and offloaded directly at the store with hanging garments. So all of these private fleet trailers have roll doors versus barn doors. This enables the trailers to be sealed at the distribution center and dropped off hours at the store later in the day. The next reason that I alluded to of drop trailers is the variability of the store delivery times. While not necessarily unique, it is efficient to deliver the store merchandise very early in the morning or late at night to enable the store staff to offload those cartons and have them on the selling floor before the store opens in the morning. Some locations require a dead drop or unassisted delivery into a locked room. Some locations are just a drop trailer, or that could be multiple deliveries on a single trailer. For-hire carriers may find that this is not in their normal way of operating. A great opportunity for HBC is running a private fleet in the geographic density of many of our stores. So for HBC, about 30 or 40% of our stores would be in the Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa region. The delivery times from the DC to the store is accomplished in just a few hours, and this same geographic area where much of the volume of our inbound purchase orders are located. A normal flow is to deliver to a store at 5 or 6 a.m. and then stop by at a vendor on the way back to the distribution center, picking up those inbound purchase orders. So they're arriving back at the DC loaded with freight. The complete circle enables full equipment utilization of a private fleet. Seasonal volatility is a challenge for retail, and the ability to manage the activity with your own assets rather than relying on a for-hire carrier is another reason you would want to use your own fleet. A distribution center during non-peak may work 5 days a week on a single shift. However, when they hit peak season, they'd be running 3 shifts a day, 7 days a week. So our distribution centers would be loading store cartons floor loaded, thereby filling the trailers completely. So these trailers all fill at different rates, depending on the cube of the cartons being processed down that conveyor system. The fill rates could be 600 cartons or they could be 2,100 cartons, depending on that cube. Stores expect a fixed delivery day and time, while the DC is handling the cartons as they arrive. For HBC and many other retailers, this requires a large trailer-to-tractor ratio to manage. Many of our trailers are taking short trips out and back to the stores, and the trailers, if well maintained, will last 20 or even 30 years. This large imbalance of trailers to the loads is expensive for a for-hire carrier to manage and would be buried in your outbound delivery costs. For a private fleet, the trailer asset and its expense is managed over a longer period of time and is considered as part of a larger total supply chain cost. The last reason that I'll share with you is the ability to advertise your company on your assets. HBC is just in the process of rebranding about 200 trailers in Canada and another 200 in the U.S. fleet for Saks. A company can choose to use the trailer as a form of a billboard. In the case of HBC Canada, these trailers are moving in the Greater Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa region and along all the 400 corridors, generating many views for potential customers. So in review, the main reasons that HBC chooses to use a private fleet are the specialty equipment requirements, the store delivery times and that service guarantee, the density of our stores and our vendors enabling the full equipment utilization, seasonal volume and that cube variability, filling trailers very quickly, and then advertising opportunity. So I hope I've given you some real and personal insight for a portion of your road transportation chapter. I wish you much success in your commitment to learning and becoming a CITT certified logistics professional.